Well, China and the U.S., I was very hopeful that we would follow the model that we did with Russia and start cooperating in space flight, in particular human space flight, in the hopes that that would better relationships in other areas between the two countries. Unfortunately, that didn't come to pass. Even though when President Obama took office in 2008 and he named Charlie Bolden as the NASA administrator, Charlie was very interested in working with China. President Obama was very interested in working with China. And unfortunately, there were a few very vocal voices in the Congress that were vehemently opposed to doing anything with China. And these powerful lawmakers were able to insert language into the laws and the funding appropriations that NASA was forbidden to spend any federal money on any bilateral efforts with China. That meant that even to the extent of allowing Chinese journalists to watch the last come and cover the last shuttle launches, because NASA would have had to spend money to create the press passes for those individuals. So basically, the U.S. government hands were tied, NASA's hands were tied as far as working directly with China on anything to do with space flight. So, and that language is still in there. So NASA still cannot really do anything bilaterally with China in human space flight. Possibly, if that language were repealed, China would want to cooperate with NASA. In the early days, and before Xi Jinping, China very much was public about wanting to work together with the U.S. and the other partners on the International Space Station program. And so, of course, the other partners were all in favor, and they were rebuffed by the United States and our laws. And so it'd be an interesting question whether they'd want to work together now that they've decided to go at their own, and now that they've decided they want to be the leaders in everything, including space flight. So, yeah, I think the interest is less, but they might still want to cooperate.